What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
And I want to give a big shout out to LEGO themselves for sending me this LEGO Harry Potter Series 2 collectible minifigure complete box. Now, it's kind of cool to actually see the display box, so I'll show you all of that. And this is my first set, if you could call it that LEGO has sent me as a new member of the LAN. So thank you guys so much for being a part of my YouTube audience and helping me get here to this big day where I got this. Now, this is exactly what the boxes look like when you see it in stores, but of course it won't have the not for sale on there. That's just because this was a promo one for me. So how this works is you fold this piece all the way in the back, and then you've got a pretty nice store display there, and we've got lots of packs in here. So we're definitely going to get some doubles of figures, but let's dive in and start opening them up to see what I got. So as you can see, the packs were kind of jumbled up in here, so unfortunately I can't tell you what the order of them was because, like I said, once again, they were all mixed up. Because sometimes in these packs, you could say like, okay, Harry Potter is the first one in the middle row, for example. But in any case, let's see what we've got. All right, so up first here, we've got one of the Weasley Twins, which is very cool. So let's get this figure assembled, and then we'll start breaking it down. So this figure here, as you can see, has dual molded legs, which look really, really great, actually. Gray on the bottom and tan, kind of that dark tan on the top. Of course, we do have some wands here, but that's not as important. Here, whoops, that was upside down. We've got the Martyr's Map 2x2 tile piece. We've got a really nice cap here, and you can see that the head is double-sided. So there's one side, and there's the other. So our first one is one of the Weasley Twins. And of course, every CMF comes with one of these booklets inside that shows you all 16 figures you could possibly get. So obviously, we got number 11 there, but there are some nice looking figures. This isn't my favorite CMF, I'll be honest with that right off the bat, mostly because I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but secondly, just not too terribly many interesting pieces here across the board. Some good little things here and there, though. So let's go ahead and dive in and open up another figure. So let's see who we've got. All right, dumping out, and we've got Ginny. So, yeah, all right, so we're building the Ginny figure here now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So, these all have black base plates, probably worth pointing out, and then this is a new cup piece, actually, which is quite cool. Then we put that in there, and we've got some of these wands as well, kind of like an off-brown color. Nice dual-molded legs, once again, with that green skirt on top. And then actually some shoes on the bottom, which is very nice. You can see what the torso looks like without the hair on there. Sometimes it's easier to see without the hair. Speaking of the hair, we've got some nice tousled, wavy orange hair, red hair more accurately, and two sides to the face, that side and this side. So a really great figure. Off to a great start. All right, and our third figure is the other Weasley twin. There we go. So I have to apologize, again, not being a huge Harry Potter fan. I don't exactly know the names of all these characters. I don't know which Weasley twin is which, so you could drop a comment below and let me know. But yeah, this is very cool, and it looks like there's actually a piece that is still in the bag. Yeah, so it's this suitcase piece, which of course clicks together like that. Inside here, we've got the old firm, as you can see. And then it did come with these cool little tile pieces, which of course should fit in here. Looks like we could get two of them in there. So we've got a 3 and a 6 there that close up, and it actually comes with spares of those. So you get 2, one of each. And then that hand goes in here, and here's what our figure looks like. And I'll hold it alongside the other. So the torsos aren't the same. The hat pieces are, though. The hat pieces are exactly the same. And even the legs aren't the same, so that's actually quite cool, too. So when we look at the torsos here, we've got an open mouth smile there, and then just a closed mouth smile there. Both look great, and it's great to have both of these figures side by side. All right, so figure number 4 here, and we've got another Weasley twin, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is just skip ahead, because you don't need to see me build or review the same figure over and over again. All right, number 5 here, we've got, who do we have here? We've got James, Harry's dad, so that's pretty cool. And the thing that I love about this figure, which I'll show you up close, is I think that the head is going to work really, really well for a custom John Lennon. So let's get him up close and personal here. You see what I mean? That head is going to look perfect for John Lennon. He's got a little family photo here, which is really nice in that frame. That actually would look good in like a mock or something like that. We've got some wizard wands here. This scarf in red is a really good look, brand new, of course. Dual molded legs, always a welcome addition, and basically a John Lennon doppelganger head. It's going to look absolutely awesome. So this is probably the figure I was most anticipating here, and we'll see what else this CMF has in store. All right, we keep opening. Let's see who we got. All right, well, perfect timing. We got Harry's mom now, Lily. Another great build here. So she's got that standard red Lois Lane style hair, as you can see. She comes with a little baby, of course, being Harry. And then we can put her on the stand here. Pretty much our first figure so far that does not have dual molded legs, interestingly enough. You can see those wands there look really fantastic. Great torso. Great figure all around. And we've got a happy face on that side, and then just a content face on that side. So all around, another great figure. All right, up next we've got, looks like Kingsley. So when you're feeling for these figures, you can hear the crinkle of Kingsley's bag since he comes in his own bag, as you can plain as day see here. So let's put this together. You know, the cool thing about this figure is with all this purple, I think these pieces could be useful for like a Wakanda warrior or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I can only see it at quick glance here, but so far it looks like a really fantastic figure. I love the hat. I love this darker broom. This is a broom color I don't believe that I've seen. It's really tight to get in his hand there, and then he's got black wizard wands here. The one thing I'll say I don't like is how this cape just really does not want to stay down. Like, once I hold the figure still, look how that cape just, like, poofs out. You can't really do anything with it. It doesn't look like that on the back pictures here. As you can see, it's supposed to just kind of drape down, and it doesn't really do that. It makes like a U shape over the figure, so that's kind of disappointing, but he will be good for parts for making customs, so there's that. All right, our next figure here is another Ginny, so we'll just skip over that. The next figure after that was another Weasley Twins, so we'll just keep skipping ahead. And we're in the land of repeats because we've got another James here, so keep skipping ahead. Guys, you cannot plan this. We've got another Kingsley, so more repeats. All right, so here we've got a Moaning Myrtle. I think I said that right, like I said, guys. Moaning Myrtle, so I'm told. So here we go. All right, so here's what we're looking at here. Honestly, a unique figure. Not very often we get blue Lego pieces, but we've got a book to compose here. TMR on the front. We put this in here, preferably not upside down. It says, "My name is Harry Potter, hello," and that book closes like that. And then there's actually a jumper piece, which of course we first saw with the DC wave of collectible minifigures. So you could do this to kind of have her float around. And let's go ahead and grab this book. Whoops, easier said than done, right guys? So many tiny pieces and trying to get it all on camera. All right, there we go. So there is Moaning Myrtle. Really nice looking figure all around. The hairpiece is actually kind of rubbery, so that's what I would recommend you feeling for if you try to feel these in the store. And it's nice to get these mid-sized legs, which of course are the posable short legs, in a new color, blue. Very cool. All right, so here we've got Prisoner Bellatrix, which is a really nice looking figure. So let's go ahead and get this built. As you can see in the prisoner outfit, definitely a cool look. I love this evil looking head for her. It would be a really nice head to use for Hela from Thor Ragnarok perhaps. And let's see, we've got, oh man, we've got all kinds of accessories here. So we've got new handcuffs in a darker gray color. We've got this little prisoner card, Azkaban Prison, and then we've got black wands to put in her hands. So those wands don't always clip in easy, but they did this time. So yeah, we've got a new prisoner skirt piece with printing on the back of the skirt, which is something that I've never seen before. Printing on the arms, which looks fantastic. Some great torso printing. Great hair piece. I think that this has been used on other Bellatrixes, but, you know, I don't have any yet, so that's the back side of the head. Let's try to get that crazy hair on there. Looks good. So if you're feeling for this, I would recommend trying to feel for the hair or the skirt or the handcuffs. Those are all pretty good defining pieces for this figure. All right, so with Bellatrix, that gives us 8 different figures in total. So we've gotten halfway through getting the whole collection. So all right, we've got another Moaning Myrtle. Let's skip ahead. All right, so another day, another pack to open. Let's see who's in here. This time, all right, we got Dumbledore. So this is a figure that I was looking forward to because there's a lot of really fantastic colors on this figure. So once again, we've got another figure here with the skirt piece, which has printing on the back. It's kind of a shame that there's so much gold on the front of this because based on the back alone, it looks like it would actually be pretty good for Palpatine. But it looks like the beard might be in the bag, which I just threw away. So we'll take a closer look at this once I can get that built here. But so far, so good. It looks really great. Well, guys, you're not going to believe this, but I checked the bag and it was actually missing the beard. So, luckily this is free. I can't complain, but be aware this can possibly be missing the beard because mine was. All right, so let's keep opening some packs here and see what we get. Who's here? All right, now we've got Griff Hook, so let's go ahead and get this built. Standard short legs, kind of disappointing because I always love getting mid-size legs whenever we can. We've kind of got a gnarly head. He kind of reminds me of the guy from the bar in Star Wars. We've got key pieces here, so you just break that key piece off. This key will go right into his hand. I'm just going to put it this way because it's easier to do. And then he's got a custom sword piece. Well, exclusive sword piece is the better word, but man, does that just look fantastic. That sword is killer, literally. It's amazing. This hairpiece is new as well, so that's pretty great. I was thinking this hairpiece could be good for Malekith. Only one side to the head here, and then some printing on the sides of the arms, which is nice, but overall, not too much of a knockout figure, but a good one to round out this series for sure. Lily, Harry's mom, so we'll skip ahead. After that, another Bellatrix. After that, another Moaning Myrtle. Right, so finally, a new figure here, Hermione. Or excuse me, it's Ron. It looked like Hermione from the packaging, but the Ron figure does look great. Now, I will say a common complaint I've heard from people is that, the main 3 figures just look a little bland, they don't really bring a lot to the table, and I suppose I can agree with that, but as a customizer primarily, I actually quite like it because it gives us lots of custom pieces to work from. So let me get this figured out here. I dropped something. All right, thanks for your patience. That's how you know I do these live. So we've got a brown piece here. We've got a butterbeer glass, kind of racy for Lego to give us something that looks like alcohol, but nice printed legs here. I love that all these figures have shoes on them. These gray jeans are a good look. This sweater looks really good. Looks like something I'd see somebody here in Nashville wear in the fall. The face on one side is kind of this confused face, and then just standard Ron grin on the other side. So a really great figure, and definitely one of my favorites so far in this series. All right, here we've got a Dumbledore, so let's hope this one actually has the beard. All right, so here he is with the beard. It's good to actually see him in his true final form, if you will, the way that he's supposed to come out of the bag. And yeah, that was so weird. My other Dumbledore did not have a beard, but here he is with. All right, here we've got a Hermione figure. Good to get new figures. So let's see. We've got some dual molded legs here. That looks very good. So let's get her up close where you can see. I really like that torso too. Just kind of that casual look, We've got this long flowing Wonder Woman hair in a lighter brown than comes on Wonder Woman. Another butterbeer glass. Good to stock up on those. And then, of course, we've got a magic wand here. So let's actually get that in her hand. Easier said than done, huh? So yeah. There we go. All right. Dual molded legs with jeans and almost like Ugg boots on there. Really, really great legs. I absolutely love that jean printing. The torso, of course, is kind of like a hoodie or sweater, something like that, with a little pink trim along the bottom. There's the smirking side of the head. There's the maybe concerned side of the head. I don't particularly think this looks like Hermione, though, but maybe that's just me. There's the butterbeer glass up close. And then, of course, the magic wand. So no arm printing here, a little disappointing, but overall, really nice figure. Another Griff Hook, so we'll just keep moving on. So just for a little status update, we have 4 figures to go that we've not gotten yet. So let's see if we can get lucky and get them knocked out here and get this show on the road. I'm doing this absolutely live and as blind as these bags are, so I have no idea what's in where. All right, so Ginny's here, so we'll skip ahead. After that, another Weasley twin. Another Weasley twin. Before long, they're gonna belong to Octomom. Another James. After James, another Lily. Kind of weird how they keep showing up back to back. Another Kingsley. Another Bellatrix. Moaning Myrtle. Another Dumbledore. Yet another Griff Hook. And finally, we've got a new figure, and that is Harry Potter. Kind of crazy how it took us this long to get to the main character, huh? So, all right, we've got a black base plate, just like all the others. I love the jean printing for this with the black feet. That is going to come so in handy for making sig figs for people. I'm absolutely sure of that. Harry's got shorter hair this time around. We've got a spell book here, so that just clips in just like that. Then we've got this little piece here. And then it all goes together to be a book that Harry can hold. So then he's got dark brown wands that just clip into his hand, just like that. And it's a really great casual figure. That's something that I really like. You know, this casual look is something that we don't get too terribly often on flesh-colored CMFs. So I'll take it anytime we can get it. And I hope that I get a lot of doubles of this for these jean printing pieces, because those are fantastic. Next up is Ron, so we're back to the land of doubles. Really in the land of doubles with yet another Ron, another Hermione, yet another Ron. Man, gonna have a lot of him. Another Hermione, another Hermione. All right, finally somebody new, and this time it's Neville. Now, this is one of our only mid-sized figure legs, and this Neville goes along with the Series 1 minifigures, who kind of had these same-looking robes from Hogwarts on. So there's the Neville figure itself, really looking great with those buck teeth on both sides of the head. Really awesome. I love this brown barista style hair. That hair came on a Lego minifigure barista a while back. So let's see. This book is going to clip together like this. Whoops. Easier said than done. I've been having trouble with these books. So the book clips together like that. And then you open it up and there's this teeth piece, which will go right here and will help keep the book open like that. So that's very cool. So of course we can have Neville hold that, and then we can give him his magic wands. Man, is that easier said than done. So there you go. And of course those wands would break off, but that's Neville. All right, so there's only 2 figures yet that we've not gotten. Hopefully we can get those knocked out. And yes, we did. This is great. Here we've got Luna. So Luna has taller legs than before, but we still got some color there with those pink pants with those tall boots and fancy socks. We've got some berries or fruits or something on her hoodie there, or like a sweater. And then we've got this lion's head, which is really unique. She's got light brown, or perhaps reddish brown, as we say here in the community, wands there. And you can see if you lift that lion's head off, she actually comes with hair that I did not realize she came with. So that's very cool. And that hair lifts up and we've got 2 sides. So that's actually a very, very useful head for customization. And the hair and the lion's head is actually quite cool as well. All right, so the last figure we need to get is Sprout. Hopefully we can get her knocked out here, but not this one because this is Harry. And we lucked out because here is Sprout. So this is really, really fantastic. This is our last new figure here. So we're getting her built up. You can see that this figure is another one of these figures that has a skirt piece with printing on the front and back, which is really nice. It's nice to get an old lady head here too that just has some different printing than we get in other spots. Very unique hair piece as well. So we've got this little guy here that you stick this into, and then of course the pot. So let's go ahead and move her over a stud to make room for this pot, and then we can go ahead and put this in her hand if we leave it enough space for her to hold that stem. So there we go. That's this figure, and that rounds out our series. So let me go ahead and get all these opened up so you can see how many doubles we got of things, and I'll be back with you in a second. And with that, we can finally go ahead and call this a wrap. So here are all 60 minifigures that came inside of this box. I want to say a big shout out thank you to LEGO for sending me this. Such an incredible opportunity and experience. And here is the final count. 4 Harrys, 5 Dumbledores, and you can read the rest from there. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think of this minifigure series. Let me know which figures you think are the best. And I'll see you guys on the next video.
If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.